welcome to Home Studio Adventures for Dummies. This is video number 2 on the series of I have titled Connections, short for cable and wireless connections in a home music studio. We are going to continue on this second video on the output part of the connections into the input gadgets in the studio. But I think it's going to be useful for those of you that are new to this world of music recording and working with music. Uh, what is my setup in my home studio and why I set it up that way? It is important to know that my setup is based on my preferences and on what I do in this room. Uh, so let's do that first, and then we'll continue with the uh, output connections part of this series. Okay, let's take a look at the whole area, and then we'll go by each section. I can say I have divided the room into two areas. The one that you see on the right is the area related to keyboards and recording music or playing music using the keyboards, and also just as a hobby of mine, making videos of covers using the keyboard. If we get closer, and in other future videos we're going to be talking about all these instruments, but for you to understand, these two are keyboards that produce sound in the form of electrical impulses. The one in the bottom has its own speakers, but I don't use them. The one on the top requires an amplifier. And the one on the third level is what is called a MIDI controller, and that doesn't produce any sound at all. And we're going to talk about those special kind of instruments in a future video. Of course, we have also a microphone here, and we have a Fire tablet that I use to read music. Then we have a laptop that has a Studio Live 7 software showing now on the screen. And we'll talk about that in future videos too. And here to the right is another keyboard. This one is called a workstation, and it also produces sound in the way of electric signals. And on the top is another MIDI keyboard, and on the very top is a mixer, just another intermediate gadget in between the speakers and the instruments, or the computer and the instruments. This is just a monitor that I have on top of the laptop, so I can see it better when I'm sitting down in the piano bench. And behind the monitor is a very important piece of equipment. It's called an interface. This one is made by Presonus, which is quite compatible with the Studio One software that you're looking at in the monitor. If I press a key on the keyboard on my left, you're gonna hear a sound which is being projected into the software. Same goes for the one in the bottom. And same goes for the small MIDI controller in the top. So you already probably figure out that all these three instruments are connected somehow to the laptop. But the sound is not coming out of the laptop, it's coming out of speakers. So that other gadget I mentioned is like the intermediate between the keyboards and the laptop, but also is connected to the mixer, which I used to just have it connected to a set of speakers used in outdoor concerts or presentations. But since I have it and it's been working great for more than 15 years, I use that mixer to connect the laptop to my set of speakers, which are the ones that you see on the other area. So I don't have speakers set up on this side, although I can, using the mixer with those two cables on the top right, I can bring the sound not only to these monitor speakers that you saw in this video, but to these monitor amplifiers I have here. Now, if I would like to go outside of this room with my keyboard, I wouldn't necessarily take that big mixer. I would just take that little one you see down there. It's called a Key Largo, and it's good for 4 keyboards. Of course, I would take my laptop with me. The rest of the setup are just pedals that control sound and the variations of sound in my keyboard. So now we're gonna go from this area to the area on the other side. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and also I hope I kind of planted some curiosity in your mind as to what is the reason for all this complicated cabling and wireless connections that you see in a music environment. So we can continue to go in detail between connecting sound producing or sound conducting gadgets into sound input, recording, and storage devices. So thank you for watching this video, and we will see you on the next one.